wouldn't mean as much, right? Because they'd be like, well, coming back anyways. But because we see what they're willing to give up in order to fight for what's right, it's a story that we can all kind of put ourselves into. Because we're like, what would I, die for? What would I be willing to die for? As opposed to like, what would I be willing to just do? Because I can just do it, and it asks you, what are you willing to sacrifice, right? What are you willing to risk? So I guess in that sense, let's say blessing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. I love it when they do that.
What was that?
They talk at the same time. They say the same thing at the same time. That's the gesture. They talk at the same time. It's like a Spanish dance.
Stop. Good morning.
Hi, my question is for both of you. So, 17 has went through.
Sorry, what?
17 has went through so many things along the show. They saved so many people, but also at some point they caused so many deaths. Like broke the zoo and led to the apocalypse. Where do you think the Winchester brother will end up? Heaven, hell, or somewhere else?
That's a great question. Yeah, we
Let's just have a whole season of the Winchester brothers in purgatory. Just kicking ass and taking names.
That would be fun. Probably purgatory, because they've done some bad too. I don't know, being honest here. I guess it kind of goes back to the earlier question. I mean, that's what we're able to, those are the kind of questions we're able to pose with this show, right? Because we're kind of vigilantes, we're outlaws for sure, but we're helping.
That's serendipitous.
They muted me because I didn't say heaven.
Yeah. Although, given the season finale and the conversation that is had with a certain character, I would say that their mission from here on out could pave the road to heaven.
That having been said, it seems like
No. We should just leave it.
there's somebody or some buddies who might be able to pull some strings who are really trying to hide us in hell, seems like. From a conversation with the person, and then another person, and they look at each other. A moment is had, a moment. Trying to get to heaven, but I think they're trying to pull us back into hell. So, fingers crossed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. Sam,
Thank you. Me.
We can share.
my question is, Sam and Dean have been through pretty much the same things. They've faced a lot of bad, and Sam's been through the blues of the stage, and Dean's been to purgatory, to hell. So I was wondering, why do you think Sam is more enthusiastic about God when Dean's more reproachful?
Well, I will say that the scene I think you're referring to is when we sit down and talk with Chuck, and that was the way that was written wasn't necessarily the way that I played it. It was written kind of, Dean was more gruff and angry, and he's basically blaming God for all of the crap that's happened and him being absent. And then I read it and I was like, okay, that's probably the way that the writers intended it to be, and I think that would have been fine. But then I thought, well, if he is truly, angry at God for being absent, then that would make him an absentee father. And this would be more like a son talking to a father and wanting to know why he left him. And that made it, I think, more emotional and personal to Dean, which is why I think that great line at the end, where Chuck says, "Don't confuse me," to John Winchester. I think it was so powerful, and I think that's where Dean was coming from, was asking, his basically a father figure why he abandoned his children, and so I think that's where Dean was coming from. And I mean, I'm sure Sam could have probably had those thoughts too, but him, I think, being Sam, he was just so excited. And he had just had cereal. So it's like a sugar rush. And was it a Lucky Charms?
I've had an inner dialogue going on. Maybe it's the timing, the being on flights and stuff. But as soon as the question, I thought of a fish and like a leather jacket and bow legs, running from bears, and it would be called Sam and Dean. As soon as she said Sam and Dean, I was like,
Might help explain why Sam was acting a certain way.
Sam and Dean. I'll answer the question, sorry. I think Sam.
Why was
Salmon,
Why
because it's a salmon.
I know, but why are the fish wearing leather jackets?
Because that's what Dean does. So it's Salmon Dean. Dean's a salmon. That's why the fish have bow legs. And it was swimming, but it was a bear following Salmon Dean.
Where did the bear come from?
That's what they eat salmon. But Salmon Dean is a fast fish. It's white. Gets in a car, drives away with fish flippers. It is piace. I think Sam.
So sorry.
Sam has a lot of hope. I think Sam is filled with hope and optimism, and it even goes back to the beginning of the show and the pilot, where he a big part of him wants to believe that the best is going to happen, even though he's constantly confronted with the worst. I mean, even in the pilot, he's going to school. He knows how he grew up. He knows what's out there, but he's like, you know what? No, things can be better. And he kind of has always had this optimism, which why when you see him break, like in Sacrifice, for me it's heartbreaking, right? Because you're like, Sam is the one who's usually like, Dean, we can fix this and get better. Dean's seemingly more of a realist. And so I think when they meet the creator, those original kind of mindsets manifest, I suppose, into the way they behave. And Sam and Dean is running away from the bear.
Yeah, I won't get that image out of my head.
You won't. What do you mean?
Hey, listen! I gotta swim upstream here and get something. So apparently it's bingo night. Oh! One popped out. Two popped out.
That's what she said.
One of the two.
You say it.
99.
Chuck.
powerful man in the world should be a figure of controversy.
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
We're talking about the being challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
Human beings have a horrible track record of following people with great
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Chaos. Maybe he's just a guy trying to do the right
We
thing.
know better now, don't we? Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They're warrior.
No, they come from the sky. The world has been so caught up with what he can do that no one has asked what he should do.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel. Tell me, do you bleed? You will. Anything you can do, I can do anything. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I gotta say, I think I can take you.
For some reason at supernatural conventions, we like to shamelessly promote other movies. And I don't know why.
Who's a Superman fan out here? Who's a person? Yeah. You can be my Superman. Thank you very much.
The bit's not over. Where were the other drugs going?
That's old Batman.
Shut up!
Okay. He's so scary when he does the voice.
This is so ridiculous. Somebody take this mask off of me. I don't know what's happening.
Anybody
a Batman fan?
There you go. You're welcome.
Don't put that on. It does something really weird. Just should be a warning label on that thing.
Thank y'all very much.
Okay, y'all. We'll see y'all in a bit. Thank you. Bye.
Bye from Sammy and Dean.
I'm taking the candy.